Shalom, shalom, shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel. I want to start off and give all honors and infinite praises to YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Rakach Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillstone who have taught us His truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations out there to you sincere and you hopeful elect scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. Alright, I'm your fellow servant, Malakia. Alright, coming in with another lesson today. This lesson is going to be going into every man for himself. And, lesson came to me earlier this morning. And now, just looking over everything that's happening right now, you keep hearing things in the news talking about civil war, some uprisings and things concerning with this. It's all a psyop. But going into with this Donald Trump, Donald Trump conviction of all these different felonies and things of that nature. I've seen a couple things out there. Just everything surfacing in the internet. It could just really just be hearsay. It could be AI putting these different things out, but there's no confirmation of it. But speaking as a man, a lot of things of what I seen, Salakia, a lot of things of what I seen, it was going into, some people, trying to rise up, because of the thing that's happening with Trump, but that's needless to say, it's gonna get to a time to where there will be uprisings, there will be seditions, there will be divisions throughout the earth, especially here, mainly in America. We're getting ready to see much of betrayal in these last days. You see the people with the white picket fence, the nice houses, the nice cars, jobs. Salakia. But when all these things will be taken away from them, we're getting ready to see, all right, who is for who. And the scriptures, it talks about that, divisions, people are rising up against each other. So the way that you see how life is right now is going good because the lights are still on. People still able to pay their bills. People still able to go out for entertainment, to go out on the weekends, go to the beaches, to go do whatever they want to do because everything is still going good. But when the perilous times start to come, now you're going to see many people, evil side truly come out. It ain't going to be no more faking no more. It ain't going to be no more hiding, keeping everything inside of you. You're going to see the true people's intentions really come out of them, all right, when adversity comes. That's why I named it Every Man For Himself. Because it's going to get to that point. Every man for himself out here. But only for those of the elect, YAHAWASHI, He's going to watch them. He's going to have charge over them. He's going to have His angels have charge over them. They're going to be kept. While everybody else killing and destroying themselves, betraying one another, it's going to be the elect that's going to still wholeheartedly be able to trust, all right, on YAHAWAH BaHashem YAHAWASHI. Okay? All right, so let's start here in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Yeah, the love of many is going to wax cold. The scriptures talk about children rising up against parents, parents rising up against children, brothers against brothers, sisters against sisters, and mother-in-law against daughter-in-law, father-in-law against son-in-law. So we're getting ready to see the true love that everybody proclaimed to say that they have. We're going to see that there's a big ass hole in this world's philosophy of what they call love. All right, because as the as the iniquity, all right, is going to increase, the people's love for one another is going to decrease. All right, Salakia. Let's jump down here to the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and it's not here no more. It's here. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 10. Ooh. We'll start here, verse 21. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. You see? Divisions, people being scared, people being fearful. Everyone is about to see if their loved ones truly love them. That's why I named it Every Man For Themselves. Parents gonna be giving up children, children giving up parents. You know? Causing them to be put to death. Hey man, this shit finna get real out here, man. It ain't gonna be no more, oh, I love you, son, I love you, daughter. All that. Look, man, everything is about to truly change. The world as you see it right now is gonna drastically change overnight. This is the book of Matthew chapter 10, verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father. Let me get into that word variance. Okay. It's a heavy word. So going into the Greek word, G, okay.
1369. Dikadzo.
All right, so dikadzo. All right, so it says to set at variance. Salakia. To cut into two parts, cleave asunder, to sever. You know, to make apart, sunder, alienate. To set at variance. It says Greek, to cut into two parts, cleave asunder, to sever. Metaphorically, to set one at variance with, literally against another. This is what YAHAWASHI is getting ready to do. He's getting ready to cut. He's getting ready to divide into two parts. Have where someone is going to be the one against the other. Literally, this is what's getting ready to happen. So going back in Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. You see, that's what a sword does. It cuts into two. Now jump into verse 35 because it makes sense. For I am come to set a man at variance. Him bringing what? That sword. He not coming with peace. It says, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And the man's foes shall be they of his own household. You see? Those people that claim to love you, you know, you're going to have, you know, some that's going to truly, you know, believe you. It's ultimately up to the Lord. But in the reality of the rest of these other people, their families is going to turn on one another. No one's not going to be able to trust no one in their own household. It's going to get real bloody. And it's going to be the people that you grew up with, that you probably went to different parties with. These people going to turn on each other. That's why when YAHAWASHI said, who is my brother and who is my sister? It's who? It's those members who do the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi. This is your true family now. Your family that's out there in the world, man, look, they finna turn on each other. The Lord is getting ready to bring division. He's bringing a sword on this earth. All right. 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 14. And let me get one more quick precept before I get to that, because that goes into it. Isaiah 19. Yeah. I'm going to start at verse 2. Isaiah 19 verse 2. A message to Egypt. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Today, this modern time, this place, all right, known as Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritually, this is Egypt all over again. So the scriptures is telling, all right, these people here, all right, as the Egyptians, all right. I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, the people that's here in the land, all right, of this spiritually place called Sodom, all right, in Egypt. And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his brother. Against his neighbor. City against city, and kingdom against kingdom. You see? Shit about to get real, man. Every man for himself. You're not going to be able to trust no one. Speaking to the individuals that's out there in the world. Which is why we telling you, while you got the grace period, turn to YAHAWASHI. While there is light still. Because this getting ready to get to the point to where this whole place is about to get dark. And no one's not going to be able to trust anyone. Only the elect is going to be able to trust the elect. Okay? It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. Alright? They're going to be trying to look them to other different things for help. It ain't going to matter. The Lord's getting ready to destroy everything that these people truly believe in. Their counsel is not going to stand. It's going to only stand, alright, with YAHAWASHI, His will. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 15 and starting at verse 15. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. A killing spree, deletion spree is getting ready to come. The streets are getting ready to be filled with blood. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You see? It's going to be sedition amongst the men. Alright? Them invading one another. They're not going to be able to regard their king. Salakia. They're not going to be able to regard their kings nor princes. They're not going to matter, because they're not going to be able to trust, alright, the people that's in power at that moment. Alright. It reads on. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? People gonna have barricades blocked up, troops, alright, in the ways. You're not gonna be able to trust anyone, not even the government at that time. People gonna be scared. It says, there it is. Salakia. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, man. People gonna be running up in other people's houses, taking the things of what they have. The old people, the elderly, the women. I mean, the elderly women and the elderly men. All right, these these teenagers, they're gonna be running and breaking up through their shit, taking up their shit, thinking that they got guns, weapons, money, food saved up. There's gonna be a lot of gangs clicked up together, and you're gonna have people trying to be friends with one another, but they still gonna be betrayed at the end, because it's gonna be a Salakia. It's gonna be a dog eat dog world, man. Alright, so it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. You see, when this famine comes, no food, no way to get food. A lot of people here don't know how to cook. They don't know how to survive out in the woods. Many of these people are going to just perish because of famine. These women going to be through. You're not going to be able to trust especially no woman in that day, man. If you still, because the Lord is showing us examples why not to trust the women these days. Look at the shit that they doing. You see? They backstabbing you when the lights is on. So, if you in the mood of trusting a woman in this time when all hell is breaking loose, you deserve to get your ass set the fuck up. You deserve to get set up, man. And have the Lord play it out for you. Because the Lord he told you, all right, not to trust in the beauty of these vain women, man. Control. That's why the Lord telling us to trust. To contain our lust, to get our houses in order. Because in that day, trust me, these women gonna see that the only thing they have to offer is their box, and it ain't gonna be worth shit. But you're gonna have a lot of simp niggas fall for it and get set up and die. You ain't gonna be able to trust nobody, man. Especially, man, the black woman, man. In this time, when all this shit start to come loose, the scripture says the love of many shall wax cold. And if you are the elect in that day, we're not gonna trust no fucking body out here, man. Only those are the elect. And if we seen you, we ran across you, YAHAWASHI is gonna put the spirit on us to let us know whether if that person shall follow you. But in that time, a lot of people are gonna get shooed away. The Lord's getting ready to bring division. He's getting ready to bring the sword. He's bringing the variance. And we coming into those times, man. So don't trust none of these people, man, at all. It's going to get to the point to where it's every man for themselves out there. For those who don't want to believe on the names of YAHAWASHI. All right? The Lord don't know them. We don't know them. All right? So, hey. Lord willing, this lesson, all right, was edifying to you, Akim and Akwathium. I want to give all honors and infinite praises to Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who have taught us his truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations out there to you sincere and you hopeful elect. Scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. All right, my fellow servant, Malakia, Shalom.